8 laps in of 30, got 12 laps, 7 laps to halfway. Leading the charge is still that number 19 machine. Down the back straightaway. Clean air in front of him is Todd Langdon in that number 2 spot. One of the regulars at the quarter-mile bullring, Wake County Speedway. Bill Lett is in 3rd. Butcher is in 4th. Greg Butcher, that is. And the laps continue to tick away in the early going. 1/3 through. 10 in of 30. The Southern Vintage Racing Car Nationals All-Star Race for the Sportsman. Back with more in a moment on CRN, the Community Radio Network, after a radio timeout.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
Coming to halfway, this time by in the All-Star Race for the Sportsman here at the Southern Vintage Nationals. It's the SVRCN All-Star Race for the Sportsman. Working now halfway, 15 in and 15 to go. No change in the top 5, including out in front, the 19 of Chris Werner leads the way from Mooresville. Todd Langdon in 2nd. Greg Butcher now gets around Bill Lett to go to 3rd. Bill Lett now falls back to 4th, and 5th is the number 1 machine of Ronnie Hobbs. We'll take you to the green flag after our final radio timeout. From Dillion Motor Speedway, this is CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Coming soon, the new wave of hydration and energy drink HiQ. This new product is all natural with no caffeine and gives you a major boost of hydration and energy. No twitching effect or crashing like the old energy drinks. You can visit our website at www.liquidhiq.com or Twitter at HiQ2015 to learn more about this amazing energy drink. What is your level?
Live your life and just let go. If you try, then you will know.
Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
10 laps to go here at Dillion Motor Speedway in the All-Star Race for the Southern Vintage Race Car National Sportsman Division. No change in the top 5 as it stands. It's still the number 19 of Chris Werner in his 19 Chevy Nova from Morrisville leading the way. Todd Langdon at number 2 spot. Greg Butcher sitting in 3rd. Bill Lett sits in 4th, and 5th is still the H1 of Ronnie Hobbs. No change in those top 5 positions as they still continue to slice and dice and move their way through lap traffic, and it's becoming a certainty, yet not a reality, that nobody can catch the 19 of Chris Werner as he's in his own world, putting down more lap cars in turn 1. So Werner's car passing more and more cars, more lap machines, going a lap down. That 67 car. Other cars slicing and dicing through the field, putting them a lap down as well as these races come to an end here, the final closing laps. Greg Warren going a lap down in that 67 car we were talking about. One car dropping off to the bottom of the racetrack, the Silver 6 machine with a problem. Chris Hicks from Powelton, Virginia, the Nova, he's on the bottom of the racetrack. He is still going to keep going, but He looked like he had a problem as Butcher was trying to run him down. While that goes on, the leader of Warner is clean air in front of him with now 5 laps to go. Now make it 4 to go. This time by Chris Warner sets his sights on the flagman. 4 fingers in the air. If he saw 4 hands in the air, we'd be in trouble. 4 fingers in the air with the laps winding down for Warner as they go to the back straightaway. Warner still got Langdon to deal with by at least half a corner as he's trying to close in on him. They exit off the corner. Let the interval be about 1.5 seconds or so to the line. Lap 27 shoots up on the scoreboard of this 30-lap event. Coming down to the line. 2 laps, 2 to go. This time high. And out in front, it is Steele. Warner crossing the stripe. 2 remaining. And he's about to close out the night here in South Carolina before darkness sets, before the lights come on. He's leading the way. Back straightaway into turn number 3, exiting turn 4. Warner comes to the line. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. 1 more lap remains in the 2019 Southern Vintage Race Car Nationals in the Sportsman Division. Clean sailing, simply, clearly, mainly out in front, a dominating performance. Chris Warner wins here at Dillion in the All-Star race for the Sportsman. Wake County Speedway Superstar regular Todd Langdon will finish in the number 2 spot. Greg Butcher will finish in 3rd. We'll talk to the winner, and we'll wrap it up here tonight at Dillion, South Carolina. Race fans, if you still want to see some great racing action, you can make the trip down the road to Lakeview Motor Speedway. I'm actually getting ready to head there myself to announce some of the dirt track racing with my good friend Alan Dietz. And remember, racing will get back underway here at Dillion Motor Speedway on April 12th and 13th. April 12th and 13th. Ron Barfield, tell them more about it as I get ready to head down trackside and talk to our winner here and close out the night.
Coming soon, the new wave of hydration and energy drink HIQ. This new product is all natural with no caffeine and gives you a major boost of hydration and energy. No twitching effect or crashing like the old energy drinks. You can visit our website at www.liquidhiq.com or Twitter at HiQ2015 to learn more about this amazing energy drink. What is your level?
Live your life and just let go. If you try, then you will know.
Save the light bill, Ron Barfield. Save your light bill, brother. All right, we're going to holler with Chris Werner here in just a moment. Race fans, again, don't forget, next racing event will be April 12th and 13th. Race number 1 of the points for the 2019 Mid-Atlantic Street Stock Championship. Late models, the USAC Eastern Midget Series, and so much more. So we get ready to close things out here tonight, here at Dillion SC. Winner of the All-Star race for the Sportsman out of Morrisville, North Carolina. By the way, in case you don't know, they call Morrisville Race City, USA. Chris Warner gets the big win in the Southern Vintage Race Car National Sportsman All-Star race. Congratulations to you. Dominating performance out here as the sun set here in Dillion.
Heck yeah, thank you so much. I just wanted to thank everyone that came out here and watched. And this is the first time my dad hasn't seen me race. He has a kidney stone right now, and he's at home, and this really means a lot for me to get a win for him. And
well, prayers for your dad, definitely.
Thank you so much. Thank all these guys, and especially that man right there, my uncle. He's what makes this happen.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris, you had a strong car. Seemed like nobody could get around you as soon as the green flag fell. You did a perfect job maneuvering through lap traffic, and again, nobody really had a shot to contend with. Todd Langdon was hanging back patiently, but it seemed like once you cleared lap cars, you opened up that interval as well between his distance too.
Yeah, he's a really good driver, and I'm really glad we got to put on a good race for all these guys. And, man, this is a good win.
You know, Chris, you're a young guy. I mean, normally you're like, how old are you?
20.
Like 20, okay. So normally, like, you're in Legends cars or you're in late models, you're in supers, building up your legacy. Why vintage race cars, man? Why Sportsman vintage cars?
Well, I've really grown to like these cars a lot. They're really cool, and it's kind of an inexpensive class instead of running late models and spending like $5,000 a week in tires or something stupid. So I really enjoy doing this.
And you're getting experience as well.
Yes, sir.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Race fans out of Mooresville, North Carolina. Chris Warner gets himself a winning spot in the Southern Vintage Race Car Nationals. And I guess before we get on out of here, I'm going to let my buddy climb out of car number 78, the Langdon Home Improvements entry. Somebody that I know very, very familiar in a red number 78 at the quarter mile bull ring at Wake County Speedway. Remember, they start their racing season on Friday night, April 20th. I know I had Mike Ray on my Fox Sports Radio podcast, Finish Line, that you also hear on the Community Radio Network every Wednesday at 11 a.m. And we were talking about this event. We were talking about Wake County Speedway. And damn, Todd Langdon, it's always good to see you, my friend.
Really, I appreciate it. Wasn't this an awesome event?
It was fun. Had a blast.
It was a lot of fun all day long.
I like your car, man. When'd you get this bad boy?
I built it in 2015 when we sold our late model. Took about a year to build it, and since then it's been a blast.
I got you. So are you just running with this series now, or do you run at Wake County Speedway anymore?
No, we just race there once a year with the ground pounders.
Gotcha, cool deal. And I believe I talked with Mike Ray. Friday night, June 28th is when that race is going to be, because Mike Ray sent me an invitation to go up for that race.
Yep, that's my daughter's birthday, and she'll be in from college for that race.
That's awesome. So a lot of cool things happening there. Talk about being the runner-up for the spot. I mean, Chris Warner just had a really strong piece, and a young kid, too, 20 years old.
Well, he's actually in a different class. We're the open modified.
Okay.
So we've won the two different divisions.
Gotcha. So you went in the open modified class?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Chris was laying back a little bit in that first race.
Well, you get a win, though. But, again, you having fun. Where do you go to from here after this weekend?
Our next race is April 20th at Southern National.
Southern National Speedway, a totally different racetrack than from here. High Banks, something you know very, very well. And, of course, you go to the quarter mile bull ring. And, again, a fun time here tonight.
Yep, I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Todd Langdon, always good seeing you from Garner. Mac Tatum, what's your final thoughts, buddy, of this race event here? And I know you're going to do it again in 2020.
I hope so. I'm very proud of this event. I'm very proud of all these guys. I'm very thankful for the Barfield family.
Such a great turnout.
Absolutely. We actually had more cars last year, but we had a bunch of people that got cars that are like a week from being ready. So it's all good. We're gonna have a bunch of vintage racing. Support these vintage racing clubs at Myrtle Beach, Florence. We run the Virginia, North Carolina area, so this is as far south as the Southern Ground Pounders get. There's a Florida group here. These guys this is kind of an out of their area deal. They did a good job. I mean, we're here to have fun. Most of the guys you see down here with race cars have had race cars for 30 years, and this is I'm over the drama.
And then you got young kids like this cat right here, 20 years old.
That's exactly right. Let me borrow the mic real quick. If you were in the Sportsman race and you have gold ticket number 968593, you won the raffle. Come see me.
There you go. We'll see you next year, Mac.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ron.
There you go. Mac Tatum again getting his thoughts on a great, successful 2019 Southern Race Car Vintage Nationals here at Dillion Motor Speedway. And again, our next events will be here at Dillion on April the 12th and 13th. USAC Midgets from the Eastern Tour will be here. Late models, the Mass Street Stocks, and a whole lot more. Ron, tell them all about it if you're still on mic. If not, we'll let everybody go. Safe travels heading out of here. If you still want to see some more great racing from asphalt, head to the dirt to Lakeview Motor Speedway. I'll be heading there here in about the next 20 minutes to announce over there at the dirt track with my good friend Alan Dietz. And remember, we will come back for racing here on April 12th and 13th. Hope you've enjoyed the race coverage also on CRN, the Community Radio Network. For executive producer Trace Knight, I'm Wesley Outland of Fox Sports and MAV TV. Thank you for joining us. Ron Barfield, if you're upstairs and you want to say a sign off, go